folks, I'm Billy Pennell. Thanks for joining me for another of my favourite musical moments. In 1988, a great friend of mine, Tom, still my great friend, we discuss music regularly. I said to him, I reckon I've heard one of the greatest debut singles ever of all time in the rock era. And it was by a 21-year-old singer-songwriter called Tracy Chapman. And Tracy recorded her song, and it's a story of a convenience store girl who's longing to escape the mundane lifestyle she's leaving and trying to get away from her no-good boyfriend. She was an unlikely candidate for stardom. She started off busking like a lot of folk singers do, and she played some coffee houses in the area where she grew up. And then she went to university and she did some performances at uni with some of her uni mates. And then one of her mates was really taken by her songs, and he heard a couple of her demos. And he said to her, look, my dad works at a record company. How would you feel if I passed on some of your demos to him? And she thought that was a great idea. So he did. And the bloke's dad, who was an executive at Elektra Records, signed her on the spot. Tracy has been able to, for her entire life, her entire professional life, separate her professional life from her private life. Quiet and publicity shy would be two words that I would use and have to describe Tracy Chapman. Later in the year, when her first recording came out in top charts all around the world, she performed at the Wembley Stadium in England at a concert that honoured the birth date of Nelson Mandela. Then the following year, or maybe the same year, soon after, she was touring with Bruce Springsteen, Sting, Peter Gabriel, Yasur Nador on behalf of Amnesty International. Up to now, she has recorded 9 albums and maintained her strong separation between her private life and her music life. In 2023, she became the first black person to score a country #1 with the solo composition to win Country Music Award that year as Song of the Year when Luke Combs covered her song on Fast Car. So I'd very much now like you to share this extraordinary artist's music with me, Tracy Chapman, and her timeless song, Fast Car.
You got a fast car, now I got a plan to get us out of here. Been working at the convenience store, managed to save just a little bit of money, won't have to drive too far. Just cross the border and into the city. You and I can both get jobs, finally see what it means to be living. See, my old man's got a problem. He live with the bottle, that's the way it is. He says his body's too old for working, says his body's too young to look like his. My mama went off and left him. She wanted more from life than he could give her. Said somebody's got to take care of him. So I quit school, that's what I did. You got a fast car, is it fast enough so we can fly away? We gotta make a decision, we leave tonight or live and die this way. And I remember when we were driving in your car, speed so fast, I felt like I was drunk. Sitting next to me out the doors, the nights slipped around my shoulder. Had a feeling that I belonged. I had a feeling I could be someone, be someone. car. I got a job that pays all our bills. Stay out drinking late at the bar. See more your friends than you do your kids. I'd always hope for better, but maybe together you and me find it. I got no plans, I ain't going nowhere. So take your fast car and keep on driving. Car, so fast enough so you can fly away. You gotta make a decision. Leave tonight or live and die this way. I remember we were driving in your car, speed so fast, felt like I was drunk. City lights lay out before us. Your arm felt nice, wrapped around my shoulder.